Huge win again. We found the inches again. It was another team win. When you look at how close that game was and you see the plays made by our defense, the turnovers they created, the blocked punt by our special teams unit, the 60-plus yard field goal, you see how it really takes all three phases making plays for us to be able to win, and wouldn't have it any other way. On the offensive side, obviously Justin broke a big record. Anytime you're breaking a record that is held by a guy named Randy Moss, you're doing something special. And great to break it in that 16-game window as opposed to 17. TJ obviously was targeted a lot today, had a big game. I felt like his second touchdown was a really critical play in the game, but also a very difficult play to make. And to high point the ball, a little underthrown, come down in bounds and hold on. Just testament to his ability and his focus. Just keep playing complementary football. I think it's so important. When the defense creates a turnover, we go down and get points, or when we get in field goal range to hit a field goal, just kind of complementing off each other, I think is so important. It wasn't perfect today, but the Giants are a good football team and made it hard for us. And we'll just keep building. We got a long week now with an extra day before we head to Green Bay, so we'll enjoy it Christmas and keep moving forward. But I can take any questions you guys have.
Kirk, are you thinking of a specific yard line for Joseph? Is every play you call to get him in field goal range? And is it target 35? Is it target something?
I think you do want to get as close as you can. I didn't feel like where we were was close enough. So I don't think you really settle. You're just going to take whatever you can get. But you want to get in that makeable range, wherever that may be.
How much does home field advantage and seeding, do you guys talk a lot about that now? Is that a real important piece once you clinch a division?
I don't think we talk a lot about it. I think we're all aware of the importance of trying to get the right seed position, but there's a lot in that that's out of our control. There's certainly a large part that's in our control, and you just got to play each game and really let the chips sort where they may at the end of the year, but try to go win all these games and go from there.
What's that home field when you see the whiteout like that today?
Yeah.
I think it's the first time they ever wore white uniforms.
Yeah.
The team. Well, explain what home field advantage does mean when you see how the fans respond.
Yeah. I can't say enough about our home atmosphere. That was our last regular season home game of the year, and I think we did a tremendous job at home this year, and I think a lot of that goes to our fans and the way they brought energy, and I think the whiteout was a fun idea. I think it added an element to the game, and around Christmas time and with the weather outside, I think as well it was just a good fit. So, and the fans showed up and showed up in their white and did a great job. So, can't say enough about the noise and those critical moments at the end of the game that I think really moves the needle.
Time and time again, we saw Greg cap a practice with a real field goal.
Yes.
And he hit like a little bit of a rough patch with the 50-plus. What was it like to see that moment for him and the kind of the faith that this team kept in him?
It was a huge kick, and I didn't think we were close enough. I didn't ask for the yardage, but I thought it was closer to like 64 maybe, where it was really far. And when he hit it, it just looked so good. It was straight. It looked long enough from where we were standing, and you never know, but it felt good right away. And he did, just like you said, Craig, he did in training camp and multiple practices with a kick like that. And it was so great to see it, from August show up here in late December.
If the season ended today, would this be the most incredible season or unique season that you've ever experienced in football in your life?
It's a great question. When you talk about playing at this level, where the stakes are much higher and the grind is much more, and the margin for error is so small, and then when you think about the challenge that it is to win in this league. I mean, I've started now. This is my 8th year starting. It's a battle just to get to 500 many times with how close these games are. So to be at 12-3, you understand, I guess, now in year 11 just how difficult that is to do, and yet you also sit there and you just feel like there's so much football now up ahead of us, that we've got to be playing our best football and peaking, as we move forward.
Kirk, what allowed in your mind TJ to have such a big day, and then what'd you see on the second touchdown there?
TJ, first of all, is a great football player. He caught a ball on a third down where I threw the ball too high, and he got drilled and held on. So there's a toughness there. He's got a good savvy, good feel for the game. On that second touchdown, we got the look we wanted and felt like I just needed to hold the safety for a second and then put the ball out there to him. And then he did the rest. A couple times he's kind of the backside of the concept, and they defended it well and kind of was able to kick backside and get the ball to him. But he's got great movement skills, great hands, and he's a smart football player. And then I think our coaches, have done a great job of the scheme to make sure that he's able to, put his skills to use.
Kirk, on the screen at the end there, what made you, Coach O'Connell said you audible to that.
Yeah.
What made you decide that was the moment to do it, and then what's the clock situation like there when you're trying to run it, a longer developing play, and get enough yards and get down to clock it?
Yeah, the defense, Coach Martindale's defense really dictated a lot all game long because of the way that they play. So you're just trying to be aware of, what they're presenting to you and then get to plays that have a good answer. And that was kind of the battle all game long. Was they were going to win some, we were going to win some, but he certainly makes you prepare hard and have a plan with the way they play on defense.
When they blitzed and it was down your left, you made the connection with JJ.
On the final drive there? Yeah.
Is that just a byproduct of the connection you have where you can just make that throw and make that catch under that kind of?
Yeah, I got hit as I threw it, so I didn't even get to see, it probably wasn't the most accurate throw, but you're throwing it so early that you're just kind of trying to put it out there guessing. Really, that was the touchdown as well, was I'm throwing that, guessing where to put it and just hoping. I'm basically getting my cue off the crowd. If the crowd cheers, then it must have been good. That was the case again on that one. Just got to a max protection and just wanted to give Justin a chance there, but it's tough to have the time with the way they pressure.
All those third down throws to Jefferson. What more can you sort of say about his ability to break open that?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, there's many that were impressive. The one that's jumping out to me was we rolled out to our right and threw one in the flat to him versus man coverage, and he was like 2 to 3 yards short of the sticks, and he only had a yard or two from the sideline. And his ability to get north and toe tap and get the first down, very subtle, but I can't tell you how many guys would just run out of bounds there, and we'd be kicking a field goal or punting. So I remember just to myself when he did it thinking like, that's a pretty good play right there to toe tap and get up and out before they could get him out of bounds. And it's a subtle thing, but it's one of the many ways he shows up. And then just the continued catches in traffic, he did, I think, on the touchdown. There's just a lot of people there, and just his ability to hold on and finish, it's elite. And we probably owed him a few more. There were a few more plays out there for him, the short yardage in the first half where I didn't throw it well enough to him. That's a big play for him there if we can connect. And then there was in the 2 minute at the end of the half, I felt there was a route there that I could have worked him as well that I didn't. So glad we got to finish with a couple big completions there to him.
Second touchdown to TJ. Did you think, okay, he's open, I have him, or is it more of a what the heck throw?
I don't like to make what the heck throws, Jim. That would be really foolish. But man coverage. So you hold the safety, and you want to make sure that you trust your teammates to do their job. You understand in man coverage what the rules are of the coverage, and then where the ball needs to go to the red line or to the sideline, and then you want to make sure you don't overthrow it. So I want to give him a chance, and his height, if it's underthrown, he can still go make the play, and he did. The key was that he stayed in bounds and held on as he came to the ground. Big time play by him, and it was a great call by Kevin because we got the coverage look we wanted, which then enables us to run that.
Kirk, sorry if you've addressed this, but with this home crowd and everything, describe the level of importance of getting the number 2 seed in the NFC.
Well, I think there's still a lot of football to be played. So just like going into this game, coming out of this game, we got to go get it. But I think it's, it's helpful if we can, be at home. I remember in the 2019 season, so the 2020 playoffs, going on the road to New Orleans, going on the road to San Francisco, and coming away from that saying, the more games you can play at home, the better in the playoffs. And so we got to do our part to make that happen.
Last one?
Kirk, it seems that every player in the locker room just now was saying it's more than football. I mean, they love the win, they're happy to celebrate, but it's always like it's more than football. It's about the guys in the locker room.
Yeah.
As at any point in your career, whether it's coming from the kicker, whether it's coming from yourself, what does it mean at this point in the season?
So we've had a good core nucleus of guys in this team for a few years now, and as I was in August looking at the season, you realize that your group is only together for so long, and then in the NFL stands for not for long, and people move on, and so I kind of felt that that this is a bit of it's a special group, and there's a time sensitivity here where we got to do it now, and so I do feel really strongly about the group we have. I've said it when we were 500. We have a great locker room. We have great camaraderie. I don't think anybody really cares when you're not winning, but we had a great group, and we have a great group, and it's just been grateful that we've been finding the inches this year, and that's been able to show through the chemistry we have. All right, thank you.